record it again. If you do get any value from this, please tag someone in there, share it. And if you've got any questions, I'm also on my phone, which I can see the chats. If you've got any questions, whack them on in the chat and we'll answer them throughout the session. But for those who don't know, Nate is someone who reached out to me 3-4 months ago, around about 3 months ago.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about that. And asked a little bit about obviously trading. At that time, I'd literally only just started. Like I was 2-3 weeks in maybe. And, only just was very, very new to it. But, the reason why I'm bringing these people on is not only obviously am I mentoring them and we're getting some really good success within our group and our mentorship group, but it's like also just to show you that this is possible for you if it's something you're interested in, because everyone that I've brought in have come from all different walks of life. And Nate has such a fantastic story because we've done a lot of, not so much of late, because now he's just got his wings and he's growing. Like, it's awesome. I don't really need to do too much work with you at the moment, which is fantastic. But I know how much work we had to do at the beginning. And I know how much growth we had to get through and really understand in between here, which is not only applicable to trading, but also to life, man. So, man, I really appreciate you being on this call. I appreciate you immensely just for life. You're a lifelong friend, man. I love you to bits. But, man, do you want to, you tell us a little bit about what attracted you to wanting to do this initially, but, when we reached out on social media?
It was just basically like freedom of time. I didn't want to sell my time to a boss or a company, or I wanted to live life on my terms. So what that means is I want to be in control of my choices. You know what I mean? And I've been through 40 or 50 jobs within boiler making engineering and walked all over Australia and worked pretty much everywhere and worked on everything. And I got a lot of value out of my trade. And I got to the stage where I just need a new challenge at the end of the day. And I wanted to make a second income, and I wanted to become more financially literate, if that makes sense. And what I didn't expect was the personal growth that you would get on that spectrum from changing your mindset from an employee mindset to an investor mindset. And it's just been absolutely fucking crazy. Like, I just can't believe that how good the process has been, or the mentors have been. And I didn't think it would be an experience like this. And look, I didn't have the best upbringing. I come from the Bronx, and as you said, I took a lot of programming at the start just to get that mindset and just to get that how do I say this? Get to the authentic me, And I sort of had a lot of blockages. I had a lot of walls up. I had a lot of things in my way, and most importantly, I was in my own way. And going through this whole process, I've been taught to get out of my own way and allow that authentic me to come out, and therefore I see the best version of myself. And like we always say, you're not just looking at the charts. The charts are a reflection of yourself. And I've just been seeing that mirror image every single time I've been looking at those charts, man. And the support I've gotten through all this, it's just been absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't be more grateful, couldn't be more thankful. So, yeah.
Yes! Woo! That gets me fired. That gets me G. Because you guys just don't know, because obviously listening to you speak then, man, it makes me so happy. But for those who are in live and watching the recording, you just don't know the kind of person Nate was before all of this. When we first talked, we obviously connected on Instagram and we're having a chat. And when he was speaking to me, because I do an audio message, one, he'd never done an audio message before ever, which it took him a while to get that going. I hope you don't mind me saying that. But two as well, just when this is why I like connecting with people through audio. And if I can see them, obviously with COVID, blah, blah, I've got to do a lot of Zooms. But you can just see in your day-to-day life when you look at people, and there's a lot of walking zombies, a lot of people that are just heads down. They look miserable. They don't look like they hate life. And Nate was a very good example of that, in the sense of when I was speaking to him through audio message, he's just flat. There was no real purpose. There was no drive. There was no ambition. There was no nothing. I could feel it. But what I loved is he still had enough courage to reach out. So there was enough there for me to see, okay, this guy is ambitious and wants change. And he said that, right? But then for you to just hear him, what he just said then, and to know where he was before in a short time is just absolutely amazing, bro. And I can't thank you enough. I really wish we did something like a little recording or something like that to just be able to show to people, because it's going to be so hard now, because the mind is elastic, not plastic. So, once you've pulled it out, it doesn't go back to its original form, and you're never going to be the same again for all the good reasons, and obviously I know a little bit about your background, and we don't need to go into too much detail about that, but you've come through the bloody ringer, and I commend you, man, just for like, just wanting to be different and wanting to do better and wanting to level up. So people out there who are listening right now, live or through the replay, like, I just know there's people out there that have that same feeling. Shit, I even had that. There's so many times where I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more. I wanted to give more. But you just don't know where to start or what to do. That's not the issue. The issue is just make a start. Don't know what it is. Doesn't matter. Just make a start. I don't care what it is. If you've got any kind of little itch, just scratch it. See if it's for you, and then alter if it's not. You'll learn. I've started many different things. For the ones who know me from the beginning, I've done a lot of different shit. I've tried, I've failed, or not quite gone the way that I wanted to. Doesn't matter. I learned and I applied things that did work into the next thing, and then into the next thing, and then into the next thing, until I found something that finally stuck. Now, man, I just want to say, like, just tell us a little bit about, you mentioned your, with your work. Tell us a little bit more about that, just so we know a little bit more about, your background in the sense of your occupation.
Like, I was a Boilermaker for 15 years, and I went into my apprenticeship at Alcoa, and I was sort of bouncing around with my apprenticeship, and going from place to place, and just that sense of like purpose was always in the background. Like, I liked my job. That was the thing. Like, I liked building things. I like working my hands. I still do. But I found like doing it for a profession and for that long, and just being under certain companies sort of took the love out of it, just doing it so much. And I find like doing this, say, as a side hustle, and filling my time in with, like, say, a second income or other hobbies and stuff, allows me to get the love back for literally welding and building things around the house as well. So like doing trading and just creating a second income allows me to really focus on the things that I love as well. So I'm using it as sort of like a vehicle to, just show the real me and what I really want out of myself. So but like I said, with Boilermaking, like, I've built everything. I've built everything from submarines to battleships to like small custom jobs, putting up safeways, putting up buildings, in construction. I've done all of it. I've done everything, and I just want to find fulfillment in something else other than that. And again, I didn't want to sell my time to a boss anymore. We're all worth more than just an hourly wage. We're human. Like, there's 1 in 6 billion chance that we're here in the first place. So life is here for us to make the most of it. And that's really what it is. That's what I want to do. I want like freedom of choice. That's the thing, So, and financial freedom, of course, as well. But that's just a byproduct of all that coming to fruition, isn't it? So yeah,
it really is, man. It really is. Like, I guess as well with that background of what you were doing, and I know we chatted about it early in the piece, but like, you obviously had no experience of trading before, or none really.
No.
Hadn't really known.
I never thought I could do it. I thought you need to be smart at maths, or you need to be analytical. No, you don't. That's the thing. Like, it's just crazy. You don't need any of that. Maybe a bit of pattern recognition, that's all you need. But like, as human beings, we have that anyway through life. We recognize patterns in everything that we do, in behaviors, anything we come into contact with, like anything we do in life, any hobbies we do. That's what we're good as human beings at, is noticing patterns and things. That you don't have to be smart at maths at this. It's just one of those things. When you start getting into it, it's just like one of my mates that I got into this as well. Like, he was saying, like, I cannot believe that it works like this. It's one of them, it's too good to be true sort of mindsets. And then once you start going more and more deeper into it, you're like, wow, this is actually a reality. And why are we being taught this in schools, And then obviously, how it's like them. We go down the rabbit hole with them. We go down the rabbit hole and just explain it how it is. So yeah, we both know why they don't teach this in schools, mate. So
yeah. Well, those who have been listening to me for a while, like even before trading, I was always, that's why I always had a different mindset to everyone else growing up in school. I was, when I did start to experience any kind of entrepreneurial side businesses, anything like that, or even just working for myself, it's like, why don't we get taught this, and this? Why? We need to know this, and this to actually succeed in life. Why don't we get taught this about finances? Why don't we get taught this about your mindset? Why don't we get taught this about how to build relationships and develop real leadership? Well, there's a reason for that. It's like, they don't want more people to be critical thinkers. They don't want more people to be able to fend for themselves. They don't want more people to be out of debt and not have to work for a 9-to-5 slave job. I'm not saying that's the bad thing. That's, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Some people love their job. That's fantastic, right? But for those who do want to do more and be more, it's like, well, you know, you don't really get taught that. You kind of just work that out along the way through, you know, self-taught things. So, man, I just want to, I guess, ask you again, because you had no idea. I know we had many conversations, like many Zoom calls like this privately, where it's like, okay, man, we just, you know, let's work on a few things here. Let's do this, do that. And that's important because, you know, we all have different learning levels. Some people are going to pick it up straight away. Some people are going to take time. But how did you find, man, like the process of, yeah, just learning it? And I know you're still learning. Even I'm still learning, but how are you finding that guidance throughout the whole process?
It's been absolutely amazing. Like even like the personal calls and that, I just didn't expect how good it would actually like fit to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the people that I've seen doing this as well, like who are in the same position that I'm in, like learning and stuff, like it just fits a broad range of people, you know. And the process that I found with it is just like with the personal mentoring, watching all the videos and doing everything that we do here. It makes a thing that seems sort of impossible to learn very possible, and you become very susceptible to all the information, and you find out why you're learning, like why you're going through the processes of your mindset and just the conditioning of your mindset towards the education stuff, and you find yourself being more receptive to the information that's coming into you from the videos, from the mentorship, and it's just the people in general just allow you to be more coachable. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not a very coachable guy. Like I'm, you know, I had pride issues and all that sort of stuff. But through this, it was just like, how do I explain it? These mentors are so good. They sort of plant these little seeds so you can realize it later on why you learned that in the first place. And then over a couple of weeks, you just come to the idea of like, oh, this is why they said that, or this is why they said this, or this is why I did this. And it starts coming into fruition and you start having those breakthrough moments. Now, these breakthrough moments are so important. And the best way you can have these breakthrough moments is through self-catharsis, yeah? So not being like spoon-fed this, but realizing it yourself. But at the same time, you're guided through this, like through all the people going through this, like all the people mentoring you. It's just you're guided through it, and also you're just being allowed to be, how do I say this? Like self-sufficient. They allow you to step into your own glory and then teach yourself how to be self-sufficient without them like holding your hand all the way through it. They guide you and they allow you to bring out the best version of yourself. I hope I said that right, but yeah, it's just fucking crazy. Yeah, the learning process has been awesome for me. So
No, man, you said it right. Like one, you bring out big words, which is crazy. You couldn't get a sentence in without stumbling on 2 or 3 words within that one sentence. And you're throwing out words like that. It's just like, honestly, it gets me emotional. Like it wells me up. I'm just so humble with the fact and seeing your growth, dude, because I know I've said it already 1,000 times, but you guys just don't know. Like you can make all the money in the world. It just, when you have the ability to remove yourself from the equation, stop being so selfish, you remove your ego, and you help someone else to live a better life, no matter what it is, just any kind of area, you make that little impact on their life. And then forever they will be changed, which I can see what's happened here with Nate. It just warms my heart. And you could give me $1 million and remove that feeling. There's no way I'm touching that $1 million. It's priceless. It's fucking amazing. So, man, like I think, yeah, I guess for yourself now, I know, because as you know, you said it yourself, sorry, that you didn't expect all the level of personal development, personal growth, and how much we hamper on that. Like, I know for me, before I got involved, like that was what I wanted to make my premise, because there's been a lot of people that have come in wanting to learn how to make money, but their mindset has been wrong towards money. The way that they see their financial education is not in the way it should be. So we've really had to stop them from trading and not even learn about trading and actually work on their mindset or having a good balance of the both. I guess, man, like, as you said, coming into yourself, but what would be your biggest thing that you've had improvement wise in your, I know there's going to be a lot, so it's a hard question here, but if you had to pick one, or maybe top 3 that they're the biggest things you've seen in improvement in your life so far?
My self-esteem, for sure. My confidence with myself and speaking and being able to communicate with other people and communicate with myself, especially the last part, being able to communicate with myself, you know. And also my attitude towards money and budgeting, you know, using money as a tool. Like I always thought like money was a root of all evil. You know what I mean? It is definitely not. It is neutral. Money just allows you to see the character behind the person. So if someone was a shitty person, like after they got rich, you know what I mean? And money is allowing you to expose that for the person that they are. So they're always a fucking shitty person. You know what I mean? I know that sounds pretty negative, pretty shit, but like what I'm trying to say is money is a neutral tool. That's what it is. It just exposes the character of the person underneath, whether they're good or bad or whatever side of the spectrum it is. And thirdly, it's just my ability to be able to learn this as well. Like I never thought I would have, I don't know, I never thought I could be so open to a system like this. So it's allowed me to be more optimistic towards life as well. That's one of the main things as well. But yeah.
That's awesome, man. I'll put you on the spot there. There's some tough questions because if I had to pick three, dude, it'd be very tough for me to pick three as well. Look, I guess one of the last questions, because I'm conscious of the time and stuff, but you know, you only started a few months ago, tradie, absolutely no experience whatsoever. You're moving your way through, you're changing your life. You didn't expect to get any kind of like, you just thought you come here to make money. Now you're learning about everything in life, which is awesome. If you were someone that was sitting here watching this video, or someone who was watching the replay later on, and you just thought, and because you're that person, remember, and you thought, shit, man, I think I'd really like to give this a go, or maybe I could do that. Maybe, you know, if he was a tradie and had no idea and now I can do it, maybe I can. What would you say to that person who was just like sitting on the fence or wanting to give it a crack but wasn't quite sure?
Investing in yourself is never a wrong decision, and this is a skill set you can have for life. That's one of the things. Like investing in yourself is never a wrong decision. Like information is information. Like knowledge is power. Like even knowing a little bit of this, you're further than what you were before you watched this video. And that makes you more powerful again. And then by doing that, you're giving your power back to whenever you've gone through in life where you've lost your power. Like you may have gone through an abusive relationship, or something might have been going on with your parents, or in your personal life. Learning this skill set can allow you to take your power back, because this is a skill set for life. This skill set changes lives. Like I can earn money from my phone, and that's the biggest thing. It hasn't even been about money for me. Like I've only just started really earning money now, but for the process of being on the demo and just going through all the personal growth and the people I've met, and just everything about this process, it's just allowed me to get to the stage where I thought it's allowed me to get to this stage in life where I am now. I never thought I'd get here. So this skill set for me has just been absolutely like priceless. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like knowledge is power, no matter what you like, how you walk into it or how you approach it within yourself. Just give it a go, because you've got nothing to lose. What have you got to lose? So
yeah, exactly, man, exactly. Oh geez, dude, you just
a little bit shaky towards the end there, yeah, but yeah.
That's just you got me. I want to just go run through a brick wall, man. You got me fired up, and I love that. I just love that, man. Again, thank you so much, dude. I really, really appreciate your time, and I thank everyone who's been listening. And again, if you got any value from this, mate, you got a whole heap of people that saying good on you, great stuff, which is fantastic. You got a couple of people shouting you out. Yeah, thank you again, brother. I really, really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Love you, bro. Anyway, thanks everyone else for listening. I will speak to y'all soon. Bye-bye.